Hello everyone, Brett from Astartes Gaming here, back with part 26 of our Crusader Kings 2 Elder Kings mod Let's Play. And so, right back where we left off last time, we lost Cambria in the ensuing war with Daggerfall that we got into the episode before last. The majority of the war took place last episode, and we weren't able to reinforce Cambria quick enough. The garrison, well, not the garrison, we had a fairly large army there, but it wasn't large enough. Had we had our full force there, we probably could have held it, because we did have the defensive bonus, but we only had about half of our forces there. And so Daggerfall was able to overwhelm us, and we ended up losing it. I tried for a counterattack, and it didn't go very well, so I decided to just surrender before we lost any more troops. So here we are. I think we are starting to set our sights on Wayrest and the factions to the east here. Excuse me. Unfortunately for us, they are starting to clump up again, and that's going to make this increasingly difficult. Let's see. We have claims that we can press, but only on Cambria. We lost all of our claims on Markwaston and Lorient, for example, when our previous king died, King Shura. King Shura the Silver. He actually lived he lived to 70 years old, which is the longest any of our kings have lived so far. But he was succeeded by King Snaglak, who is, a very, very good character. Very strong in intrigue and martial skill and diplomacy. We can work on these, and in fact, we probably should at some point, but it won't let me set an ambition just yet, so we'll ignore that. But let's go ahead and tick these so that I don't forget. I don't think there's any laws that we can pass. I believe we are a little bit too broke right now to do any of these. So I think we'll just ignore it. It looks like there's some factions going on. So while we are running the clock here, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go down to Orlais here. I'm gonna call all their troops up, or however many I can. I'm just gonna leave them there and hope that it makes this guy mad enough that he'll revolt. And then if we succeed there, I'll probably do the same with this guy who's now upset with me for some reason. I'm not sure why. I don't think he's even considered a pretender to the throne, or I don't know that he ever was. Let's see why. I don't see where you would get minus 100 in there. It seems fairly split. Our domain's too big. Yeah, well, it's way too big, actually. Crown authority he doesn't like. He didn't like being fired from the council, but that was sort of his own thing, I think. I don't remember outright firing him. Actually, no, I did. God, I'm like stumbling over my own tongue today. I did fire him because he had such a low opinion of me already. So we got rid of him and put her in, who apparently doesn't like me that much either. But yeah, so he's not going to be too pleased with us. He's an orc though, so I'm less concerned about getting rid of him immediately. This guy is a Breton, and so the culture and the religion are going to stay the same for as long as he's in power. The sooner we can get an orc in charge of that land, the sooner we should be able to convert it. Right now our what's that position called? Our Magister is busy trying to convert Sharnhelm. Cambria we've had a hard time with just because it's been back and forth in and out of our hands so much. Let's see what events we have here as soon as I can actually do something. These autosaves seem to take a while. Okay, somebody's trying to kill her. Not gonna happen. and that, and then let's see, Prince Burrs, my son. Oh, and he's pretty good. We're gonna want to bring him up ourselves. I think we're probably, yeah, I was gonna say intrigue's our highest, so we'll raise him ourselves, or tutor him ourselves, because he's looking to be the first choice for our heir. Is now the legal age, being a journeyman priest. Okay, well, he's not particularly great at anything. Let's get him married, though. That's important. Let's see, not somebody who's 1 year old. How about 17? That's fine. Let's steal her from whoever her liege is. Okay. Dear brother. Yeah, okay, yeah. Don't kill my important vassals. Anywho, not a whole lot going on here. Looks like we have giants happening. Always bad when you have giants happening. We have plenty of gold though, so I'm not gonna sweat losing 14 to prevent something bad from happening. Still not a whole lot going on though, unfortunately. We had a pretty good string of territory claims going there for a while, and then when the king died, we lost them all, which is unfortunate, but it shouldn't take us too long to get them back. Again, I'm focusing here because these guys are an independent single province. My son was murdered on the orders of Garak. Let's see. My first wife had my son murdered. We're gonna have to throw her in the dungeon. I mean, you can't let that go. Do we kill her or do we throw her in the dungeon? Let's throw her in the dungeon. It feels kind of weird executing the queen. Hold on, I'm gonna pause here because we need to figure out what's happening. Wow, this is problematic. I think he was the one. No, he wasn't particularly good. Who's the kid that we're bringing up right now? Burrs? Yeah, I think Burrs is probably going to be the best one anyways. So what we'll do is when he comes of age, we'll give him his own territory, and he'll just, you know, sit on that until he becomes king. But yeah, I don't think any of these other kids will be good enough. They've all got a lot of negative traits, and something just happened right here. Minor Kingdom of Dwynen? I think it's Dwynen. But it looks like Camlorn just split in half again. Remember, it was North Point, then it was Camlorn and North Point. Now it's Dwynen, Camlorn, and North Point. So good for us there. If Daggerfall will split up, then we'd be really lucky. Something's going on here. Looks like Oldgate is giving them the business right now, which is good. Oldgate's pretty small, so if they can chip away at the larger factions, that's good. Although Camlorn's not really a larger faction now. They've only got like 2 provinces. Who is she? No, it's not appropriate. Although we can probably get rid of that one wife since she's killing our kids. Shoot. Let's find that chick and marry her. I don't remember. Was it her? I feel like it was her. I honestly don't remember. Let's just marry this chick. I can't choose myself. Okay. Do I have to go through like this menu? I think it was her. I'm fairly not certain, but you know, we'll just sure. Okay, let's take the prestige. We could use the prestige, especially this early in his rule. And let's get back to the overview here. This doesn't really seem to be doing much. He hates me. Well, he already hated me the most he could hate me. Well, you know, I'm going to do the same thing here, and hopefully we can bait one of these guys into a revolt. I really just don't want to get, you know, any kind of like tyrant actions blamed on me. I want to try to get them to do something stupid and then take advantage. But we'll see how long that takes. I might get impatient. Oh, I should probably keep that going. If only there was something we could do to take advantage of this war. We don't have any more claims on the land up here. Yeah, that one and that one cost us the most because we could be sitting on this province right now. And then we could be taking advantage of this war right now as well. Well, in the interest of this series, I wanted to kind of poll you guys on what you think about continuing this on or deciding where to end it. I know we haven't met our goal of conquering High Rock, but I know it's taken us a pretty long time to... do we want Proud? I forget. Yeah, Proud's pretty good. It's taken us a lot longer than I thought to expand to this size, and so I was kind of wondering if you guys would prefer to see me continue this on and try to, you know, do what we initially set out to do, or if you guys would like to see something fresh and we'll play a different faction. We won't stop playing Crusader Kings 2, we'll just start with a new faction. But I'll leave that up to you guys. I think I discussed it last episode or in a previous episode. I'd like to come back to Skyrim and try to conquer Skyrim as either maybe like Solitude up... Oh, right here, not over there. Solitude or... People are just like dying all over the place. Let's get ambition real quick. Improve learning. Can we improve our stewardship? Yes, we can. Let's do that. So I either wanted to try to conquer Skyrim as Solitude or Windhelm, or in this case Eastmarch. But yeah, I'd like to try to unite Skyrim. We already attempted it once and it only lasted about 5 videos because we were playing as Whiterun. King died, his son got murdered as he was an infant, and so you know, fate kind of conspired against us there, and we lost pretty early. So rather than come back to Whiterun, I'd like to take another shot at Skyrim, but as somebody else. Or, as I mentioned before, I'd like to take a look at Morrowind. I'm not sure how the politics work in Morrowind. They're completely united, so I don't know if we would just be doing mostly like internal politics and political backstabbing and stuff like that, or you know, if we'll be able to declare war on anybody. But Morrowind to me is a little bit interesting. We could also look at the Argonians if you guys want, or maybe the Khajiit. Personally, I'm more interested in Skyrim just because I love Skyrim and I love like the Nordic culture and just the lore behind the Nords. The Khajiit are interesting, don't get me wrong, just I feel like their backstory isn't fleshed out as well as the Nords is. And then of course we have like the Wood Elves and the High Elves that we could look at some point too. My liege, I wish to intercede on behalf of one of your prisoners. Surely a show of mercy would please your vassals. Who are you? I don't care. No, let's make her upset. I want them to revolt. Not that I don't think her opinion gets counted into that, but yeah. Screw everybody in this particular province. Anywho, yeah, so discovered a plot where somebody seeks to kill... Someone's trying to kill the king? Well, he's going to jail then. Don't be doing that, dude. Okay, he's locked up. And I don't know. We might have to just deal with him. the old-fashioned way, which is, you know, execute. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Let's see. The execution will cost me 20 favor. Okay, we'll just leave him locked up then, I guess. But I don't want people who are, you know, attempting to kill me to just go free. We'll just, like, let him rot, I guess. Because I don't want to let him out, but I don't want to kill him and take a penalty. It'll make everybody else hate me. At age 20, Alyssa was executed by Chief Brokiel of Bijolse. Who are you? Oh, his husband? Or, not his husband, his wife? What happened here? He had a couple wives, didn't he? So he had two orc wives, or oh wait, no, that's his mother. Why did I keep going there? He's got 2 orc wives, and then he had a Breton wife as well, which is kind of interesting. I don't know why he executed her though. That's even more interesting, really. Let's see. Queen Mother Moore of Orsinium claims that she would be a better chancellor than Dulfish and petitions that she should be given the title of chancellor of the Kingdom of Orsinium. I think she might be Dulfish. But he likes us. I don't want to betray him. If I tell her no... there's no penalty for telling her no, so I'm just going to tell her no. Nothing going on, huh? Let's see. Okay, so he died in the dungeons. Even better. I don't have to dirty my hands with it. So yeah, I guess while this is running and nothing's, you know, happening, we can go look at all the other factions on the map here. So we've got the High Elves, who are more or less united here. No, none of that's happening. Open council position? What happened to what's his face? Like, I just stood up for him. Well, let's put Gat in charge then. Gat grow Gat. And you are going to fabricate claims in Mark Weston. And let's get the clock running again. Jeez. So we got our stewardship went up. Gotta pick a new ambition. At least stuff's happening now. Let's go ahead and improve our learning. Never hurts to have a better, you know, more rounded character. So, wow, did they just unite under one banner? I think they did. Like, we literally saw that happen right in front of us. Riverfield apparently is the only part of the Somerset Isles that's... Oh! And we just saw it get united completely. So now they are all under one banner. Very, very interesting right there. And kind of cool that we got to actually witness it happen. Does Malakath exist? What are our options here? Of course, go play. 70% trusting. I'd prefer not to go with that. Humble's not so bad. But trusting is. Let me tell you about matters of faith. So 90% chance of being zealous, 10% kind. Zealous isn't so bad. The only real negative is that other faiths will hate you even more. But we're already complete outcasts, so there's really no reason to worry about that. But the +2 to martial skill is really important, especially for orcs. And then here we get cynical or proud. And cynical is not so bad, but it does give you a -1 to diplomacy, which diplomacy is kind of important as a ruler. And so I think taking the zealous trait is actually probably the best way to go here. So we've got those here. What's down here? Look, these are the water elves. Let's see what the culture says when that moves. So they're the Maormer. Yeah, so they're the water elves. Dulfish died comatose in bed. Okay, so he was like ill or something. My son Burrs has a tender and loving soul, trusting Everyone in the castle, I fear he will get hurt someday. Those who love get love in return. He'll be kind. Okay, what are we working with right now? I'd prefer his intrigue to stay about where it is. Well, he's already got the kind trait. Okay. So, if I choose one of these, he might lose it. Right now, he's pretty well balanced. So, I think we should just stick with this. Oh, and his diplomacy went up an extra point. Cool. So, yeah, we've got the water elves down here. Don't know too much about the lore behind those guys. So, I mean, if you guys really want to see that, we could play as them. But, again, I don't know much about the lore behind those guys. We've got the Wood Elves of Valenwood here that we could take a look at. They seem to be fairly united, though. So, we'd have to play as, you know, a larger faction and not really work our way up. Not Argonia. It's not Argonia, it's Blackmarsh. I don't know why I want to call it Argonia. I think I was reading something and they were referring to it as Argonia. But, the province of Blackmarsh is pretty well broken up. So, that interests me a little bit. And then we still have the continent of Akavir over here as well. Are these guys... They're Quay, I don't know. Okay, they look like wood elves to me. And then we've got the culture of the sun there. We've got the Tangmo, which are the monkey people. And then we've got the sun once again. I'm not even going to try. Not even going to try. These people who I'm not sure anything about, really. Then we've got the Nanpotun, the tiger people, who are, I think, somewhat distantly related to Khajiit, but they're like the arch nemesis of the Tangmo from what I understand of the lore. And then we've got these guys again. From what I understand, this faction here overtook the Akaviri, who were the ones that came over to the continent of Tamriel and, you know, became the Blades. So yeah, there's no Akaviri anymore. Although I'm not sure at this time period if that had happened yet, because this is set well before Skyrim was. Let's see. Krognak died after a period of illness. Oh, that's a shame. He was a good character. He was like really good in martial skill. Just send her off to anybody, really. I should probably take a look at the time and see where we are at. But yeah, nothing major has happened. So again, if you guys would like me to continue this, I am more than happy to do it. But if it's getting a little bit stale for you, and I can totally understand why. I mean, not a lot has happened. You know, we keep fighting over the same provinces and we slowly trickle outwards, but we haven't grown nearly as quick as I thought we would. So if you would like to see a new faction, definitely let me know in the comments, because I would be more than happy to show it. We could also play as, you know, a Red Guard tribe, or I don't know, are they divided into tribes, or how's that work? From what I understood, they're organized more like a like the early Saudi Arabian kingdoms is the impression I got, but I'm not sure. Skyrim I like just because of how fractured it is. There's a lot of small factions, and you've got the Reachmen involved here. Okay, so my cousin came of age. It feels like there's a moth on me. I hate moths. But yeah, I like the fact that Skyrim is very fractured. There's a lot of small province, or small like one province territories that we can, you know, do battle with and eventually conquer. That might be the major downfall to playing as the Dark Elves, is that they're all united, and so there's really nobody to fight with. You just kind of have to work your way up diplomatically, and that doesn't make for very interesting Let's Plays, I imagine, although it might. Depends what you guys are into. Let's give her a guardian, and then I'm going to check the time before I forget again, and we'll see what we want to do from there. So I will be right back, guys. Okay, we're back, and as usual, my spider senses were tingling for a reason. We were definitely out of time. I'm getting pretty good at figuring that out without actually timing it, but I still don't trust myself to just do it in my head. Anywho, we're going to go ahead and break off the episode here since nothing interesting has been happening, so we'll call it a day, and hopefully next time around we can have something a little bit more eventful. As I said before, please let me know in the comments if you guys would like to continue seeing this, or if you'd like to see a new faction. I'm happy to do either. I just want your input on it. And as always, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. And feel free to share the episodes however you guys see fit. And I will see you back here for part 27. I think it's 27 of our Crusader Kings 2 Elder Kings mod Let's Play.